With a divisional match here from our Deep Dark division, Crags Pronghorn versus Loki's Toys. I am MVP President Stymie, joined by Coach Demented here, coach of the Dumpster Diving Lizards. How we doing?
Hello.
All right.
I'm good.
Great. And we are about to watch ourselves some Smash Bass action. It looks like pouring rain. Pine Crags won the toss and then chose to defer, which is typical Wood Elf behavior. You might have a thing to say about that, Demented, with your success as of late with Wood Elves in the official challenge.
I would definitely be choosing to kick here myself as well. So there's no surprise there. You want your opponent, which is Loki's Toys here, definitely trying to pick up the ball on a 3+ at least, because they were blessed with plus agility pieces. One was sure hands even, so not the worst, could be worse. This will be some interesting gameplay, I expect.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of violence. I mean, a lot of AV7 versus AV7, so this should be pretty interesting.
It's fortunate for Rebel that he's somewhat equipped to play in the rain. Of course, it doesn't mean a damn thing to the Wood Elves, because they'll still pick it up on a 2+ in an open field with 2 AG5 pieces there.
Let's take a look at some of these pieces here. Well, I know we got Heimdall solo, that AG4 runner. He came from Norse Awakens, my development team in a call-up. Then it looks like he's got a guard lineman, a strength-up strip ball lineman, and then a block Werner, Mighty Blow Berserker with a movement down, block Mighty Blow Werner, and a strong-armed thrower. And another agility piece. It looks like an agility lineman with sure hands. Very interesting there.
I think that guy's going to have a target on the back of his head.
Probably. And we get a perfect defense. The Pronghorn can realign.
Ooh. This is better than a blitz sometimes. For Wood Elves, anyway.
Indeed.
The Wood Elves don't have a sure hands piece themselves, so that strip ball is actually a real threat against them. If he can ever get near the ball.
Yeah, that's true. I'm assuming he doesn't have a sure hands piece because he's got AG4, even though he constantly fails. Hell, he's got an AG5 piece. Got an AG5 Mighty Blow.
He's got 2 of them.
Yeah. One's a dancer, though. That's terrifying.
Yeah, leaping on a 2+ is very problematic when it comes to defense.
I would have thought he... I can't really explain what he did there. I see that he obviously moved his pieces around, but I don't know why.
It's a little tough because to really take advantage of the line of scrimmage on the side the ball's on, he would want somebody to throw up front with sidestep against Norse because of the frenzy. So you can't really occupy those spaces there. He's taken as much of the field as he can, really. I mean, he could have moved the block lineman up, but it's not necessary.
I see what you're saying. The fear of frenzy would keep him from doubling up in a traditional elf defense. With
like if he had, say, a lineman with sidestep, or even maybe a catcher if he's brave enough, he could have moved them right up on that line of scrimmage on the ball side and just really forced Rebel to either commit guys to screening that off right away, or, you know, if that ball pickup fails, he'd be right in there. All those pieces would be positioned to just get in there instantly. But Frenzy is always a threat.
Yeah. I have slept on Frenzy one too many times only to see my player go surfing USA. That is that has definitely happened numerous times to me.
Oh, mighty blow pow, here we go.
Doesn't get the break though, only gets a 4 on the armor. Interesting.
These elves are lucky so far.
Yeah, I would say 1 stun. I would consider that lucky. Ooh, and a wild animal. Expected. I mean, it was a coin flip move, wild animal. It wasn't a blitz or blocking action, wild animal. So you're gonna have that. Now I would expect him to cage up here because he's pretty damn exposed. Those wood elves have movement, and you can't just.
Ooh, that's ballsy.
Yeah. In the rain?
Yeah. On a 4+ catch, is that? Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in the rain.
But now
Tommy's got to be coming unglued right now.
Now he should be able to really protect that ball. It's gonna pay off. High risk, high reward, right?
Yeah, I would expect him to run up there and then cage up.
Any hole around the ball carrier gets exploited by wood elves.
On the edge of the field there.
Might be going for a sideline cave?
I think that's pretty risky.
Dangerous place to be.
Well, the carrier does have sidestep. It's gonna take a go for it though. Oh, what?
It's gonna hand off.
Oh, I see.
This is just. He is just. Oh man, Kami has got to be beside himself with suboptimal play anger right now. If I had to, because he throws it into there. It is. Doesn't even wait. Doesn't even wait. Says F that. Oh, what a productive fireball.
Wolf is KO'd. I recently learned the other day that wizard spells, it's actually double mighty blow is the way that it's coded right now in the game. May not be that way in the tabletop, but yeah, it's +1 to the armor breaks and it's +1 to the injury rolls when you use your fireballs and your lightning bolts.
Interesting. I was not aware of that.
That might, yeah, it's in the list of known bugs, which I didn't learn until yesterday, day before.
He's definitely going to do what he can to get that ball in the sidestep dancer's hand, and he'll have all the movement in the world to scoop that up, leap, run, and then screen by running through the gap, presuming he can get a push on that strength up piece.
2, 3, 4,
or he'll just get dub skulls.
7, 8.
Man, that's rough.
Well, I think he'll likely attempt to pick up with the AG5 War Dancer.
Oh, I know. He will.
Because he'll get it on 2+.
Yeah.
And then...
Yep.
But then he won't have much movement to go after that, and his reroll is gone, so going for it will be really risky.
Yeah, I don't see him leaping there. I can see him picking that up and then maybe backtracking into a screen with whatever movement he has left.
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Maybe we'll see a foul on the other Earth Warner. That wouldn't surprise me.
Now that's a real mess.
It's a possibility, but with a loose ball,
no, not before
he's got to capitalize on it.
Picking the ball up
yeah.
first. and then
And with the
fouling.
players left, like, he just moved his unskilled lineman, so he'd have to foul with a piece
Yeah, he's not gonna foul
that's
with any of
really
those
too
pieces.
valuable for fouling.
Yeah, he's setting up the screen.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Roll the one.
There it is. Failed the agility action. He is gonna be, dude. I mean, amazingly
Oh, that's a good scatter, though.
Good scatter
Wow.
for him, but he has got to be livid. That guy fails pickups like nobody's business. Like, especially for being an AG5 piece, where like he can ignore the rain check and still fail to pick up. I just
That was a risk, though. I mean, going in there with no reroll.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, but you need one. You have an AG5 piece. You just don't need a 1. That would drive me nuts. Believe me.
It
That's why I
feels so
stopped
much
playing
better
agility
going into it
teams.
with reroll, though.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Ah. I mean, it's a 1 in 6 chance of failure versus a 1 in 36. That's the thing, is so many of the actions.
I don't know what he did that for. That just.
That weedy fella.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm excited, Jim.
It's not going to take him anything at all to dodge away an AG5 piece.
He doesn't have dodge,
actually
though,
no.
so-
He'll get a 1. What am I saying? I don't want
Good.
to snake bite him, but man, that's some questionable stuff. So hard to get a war dancer down. It's such a major accomplishment when you do.
That guy will never fall.
It certainly is. It helps to have tackle. Even more so a wrestle tackler. Those are the bane of all elves. It'll be interesting to see how Kami sets this up, because he's got the ball now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bunch of guys in tackle zones. And not an abundance of dodge. Rebel's got to be frustrated
Yeah, I mean I agree, and not getting the injuries that you want. We're gonna hop in here and see if we can get our man Dalt is floating around. Just threw him an invitation there. See if he hops into the crowd here.
That's it. Get in
Let's
their
see
face.
what. Let's see what he does.
I think Rebel was probably hoping for a better scatter
Yeah,
off of that blitz, hoping to just get it out of the 2 tackle zones, but
I would say.
fortunately this was the worst case scenario with that plan and came to life.
So we've got Dalt MC joining us. He's gonna be playing in the later game against myself. With those playoff implications, how we doing, Dalt?
Oh, I'm doing great. Looking forward to seeing Tommy roll some ones.
He's already rolled a substantial amount of 1s.
I was watching a little bit of the Twitch before I hopped in, and I caught at least one of those.
Yes. Yes, there's... Did you get notified of me coming online? Because Kami said he just asked me if I was even twitching because he said it didn't come on. Good. Alright.
I did not get a notification.
Seems to be working now. Yeah, you didn't either. So I think Twitch has just been weird today. And I think if you Twitch more than once in a day, it doesn't like that. It's kind of like spanking it. Alright, what is he going to do here? I think he just dodges out, and then he has a whole team here to build up a freaking screen and go downfield. He could dodge out, hand off to this player. Like, I expect a full elf screen across this side of the field, and then I expect him to dodge out and just camp until he can get a handoff on or a throw onto a catcher. That's what I think he does.
Yep, I would definitely be looking at setting up a screen on that other side. Oh, what's this?
Close and personal, Bob.
Ooh, that was risky.
He doesn't give an F, man. It's hardcore. Now he doesn't need. Now that's his fear of rolling a 1 right there. Who would do that?
We'll see. Like
If
that's
not,
the thing
you
though.
have
Is
fear
like
of rolling the 1.
the dodge away is a 2+. That blitz also is a 2+. But if he fails that blitz, the ball's not loose.
Right.
That's the difference between failing that and failing the dodge.
Touche. And he also freed up his guard piece. He got his very valuable guard piece to rebase him. Never mind.
Ooh.
I didn't think he was gonna do that. I thought he was gonna keep him away
Well,
from the
this
Yeti.
way he still marks the Yeti as well as getting the 2-die on the lineman there
That's true.
with his kick lineman.
Right. You're right, because if he gets him down, then he can move that other free piece and then really have that screen set pretty well there.
He's got enough to screen off right now if he just puts the catcher in as part of it. Oh. Nope. Okay.
Interesting.
Might be going for a
Extra layer of
handoff?
protection?
Or pass.
He might go with the dancer. He could dodge away with his dancer and screen.
This player likes to
Oh!
Ooh. Uses the last reroll. Oh. Oh, now
So
that
that's 3 more
now
ones
that
if we're just piling on the 1s.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well they can reach that ball carrier.
oh
They
yeah.
definitely can.
Hey, grabs a good Yeti block there, and that lineman can come in for the blitz. He could always come around the top, possibly, and get a mark on the sideline.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options open to him.
Yeah, that's a double GFI or a dodge if he tries to do it that way.
It's just, dude, he's just had the shittiest luck though with 1 rolling. Like, he's had a streak of at least 8 or 9 games now in league where he's just been rolling 1s like 40% of the time.
Oh yeah.
With Wood
Look at this
Elves,
dice
you
lock.
roll the dice so bloody much that you're gonna find the ones. You're gonna find them.
I know.
It's just a matter
I
of-
used to bitch about finding them all the time, but now it seems like they've. I mean, look at this dice log. It's ridiculous.
So I wonder if he just tries for the 1 die with the free lineman, or if he marks and that guy's minus move, so that's gonna be a long way there if he tries it with the thrower.
Yeah, he could take a 2+ with the thrower to get the mark for the 2-die though, and then he gets a 2-die.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's gonna take the
And then
lineman down
potentially
here, or-
the AG4 sure hands might be able to get a scatter, depending on where it goes.
Defensive pressure
Ooh,
gathering.
double block.
No scatter.
Ooh,
Nope,
a
no
push.
scatter.
Now
He
this
lives
is
to die
hugely
another day.
beneficial to the elves now, because it's not anything for him to get off that block if he needs to.
But they have no rerolls.
True.
And he doesn't have dodge.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, he just needs. You just need to mark him and you blitz off, and then you're off and running. You blitz and you withhold, but you know you can't even do that almost unless you. You could, because you could have a guy mark him over the top in the corner, and then you could blitz off, not follow up, and then you just run down, and then you've got your screen. Well, except for that guy down there. I was gonna say your screen was almost pre-built, except for. This is interesting. So now I almost think you cross across the formation and try to stall out the other way. But those Norse have movement. So
The fans are rabid. So am I.
that guy has leap though. So I wouldn't worry about it.
does.
He's AG5 leap, so he just doesn't need to roll a 1, which is terrifying prospect if I were him.
Especially without having the rerolls.
Right?
He's still not in scoring range though.
No, even with 2
Takes the
GFIs,
two
he's not in
power.
scoring range. You're absolutely right.
He could be. I mean, he has at least 1 guy in scoring range. Without GFIs. The catcher is in scoring range without GFIs as well.
Oh, that's
So,
right. So it's
if-
really a
if-
simple matter
if
of getting
there's-
the handoff. Leap out.
Yeah, if he could get
leap
the
out,
handoff.
handoff, touchdown.
Yeah. If you're
Oh yeah.
going on that plan though, you gotta move everybody in preparation for the break going wrong.
Oh, for sure. You gotta take all those dice horse actions, and then you just leap beside the AG guy, and then hand off with the reroll there. Um, well, he
There we go.
looks like
He
he's
must be
gonna try
listening
that.
to, yeah. It's delayed, so he can't possibly be listening to our advice. But reacting to what
He
we're
definitely
doing.
should screen that Ulf there. That Ulf is looking really scary with blocking Mighty Boy.
This almost sounds like coaching now. This is what he should do.
It's not coaching because it would come 20 seconds after he needs it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's too late by that
Why
time,
is he
right?
waiting so long? Oh, that
Oh.
bastard.
This is a
Oh,
one
okay.
die. Oh wait, no,
Too
it's
bad.
not. My mistake.
He gets
There
the
we go.
assist
Okay.
there. Yeah,
Yep.
he saw a better play than we did.
Then players.
Now he's
Okay,
totally
so
free.
now he goes for the handoff. Maybe to 67 with
No,
catch.
I think he goes off to the races and he screens and he just screens the guy off and stalls the one turn.
Yeah, he
Nope,
goes for
I'd
the
move
nope,
that
handoff.
never mind.
catcher
He's going for
or
the
the
catch.
war
He's
dancer
going
out
for it.
first.
He catches it.
To be said.
He's going in. He's going in the end zone.
There we go.
Yeah, he's just gonna score here
Early score.
without re-rolls. I think he's gonna try to get the re-roll kickoff event, or at least that's what he's hoping for. Brilliant coaching or cheering fans or something.
Something.
I'll keep the
Guys
pressure
in
on the
van.
Norse. That's for
That's one
sure.
of them.
Keep doing that. We'll be in double figures.
Oh, the Ulf's back though.
Ooh,
Ulf,
still got both Ulfs on the field.
Fresh start. Carnage can start all over again.
While they're setting up, this seems like a perfect opportunity to plug the game after this.
That's a great point. Don't forget, everybody, stay tuned for 9:30 or ish, whenever this Suarez is actually finished. Eastern Conference action, Tar and Feather Division. The Boys of Swole, the Season 1 Eastern Conference and whatever, they're Eastern Conference North champions and Eastern Conference champions, just straight up, against Strong Bad's awesome team, Chaos versus Dwarves. It's going to be great. Or it's going to be horrible.
Oh yeah,
That depends on the
some
outcome.
some division rivalry action there with playoff implications as well.
Playoff
Both of these teams,
implications. Talking about playoffs.
even with a draw, both of these teams have playoff implications. But a win makes it a lot more comfortable for the winner than
Yes.
a draw would.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
I've been doing the math on the playoff race the last couple of days. There's all
DK
sorts
said he
of
was gone
great
for 45
possibilities.
seconds, and Kami scores. What the fuck? Last I saw the Norse piece on the ball carrier, what happened?
Well, Kami traded all of his rerolls and his wizard for a defensive touchdown. Is basically what happened.
And you were gone a lot more than 45 seconds, DK.
Astrogra is made from a compound
Just
of
saying.
sand, gravel, bone dust.
But yeah, Dalt, have you done all the playoff math, or have you just looked at our division specifically? Because I must admit, despite being the president and the man who writes the recaps, I haven't looked at the update standings yet to see who's really on the cusp, who's in wild card potential, and who's,
Admittedly, I've only checked out the ones for Tar and Feather just because there's so much riding on these last two games for both teams.
Yeah, it really is. And you know what? I'm hoping for a rat upset this week. I'm hoping for Rolling Bones
Oh, yeah.
to get put down by rats. That would be amazing.
Well, they
Are we
came
talking
very
about-
close to it the last time they played. So.
Yeah.
Are we talking about MVP Europa with Brittany Privateers,
The
or
other two
And-
teams
And,
in
Gremlins
Dalton
too.
Eye's division that Rolling Bones, Swole, and Strong Bad's Awesome team are in a three-way tie right now, with Swole being on top by virtue of SPP. So, and we all play each other, and I play him this week, and then I play Rolling Bones next week, and he's already tied with Rolling Bones. So the playoffs is largely going to be determined by, one, our match tonight, and then two, Dalt's match against Gremlins, and then my match against the Rolling Bones in week 8. So
This is a bit of a ballsy attack formation here.
He's trying to get that touchdown early, it appears.
Oof.
And
the
the
camera
kicker
angle,
lags
weird.
all the way across the field. That was ridiculous on my
But
screen.
if this was a blitz,
There'd be an elf touchdown. There'd be an elf touchdown if that was a blitz. You don't
Yeah.
leave your barn door open like that.
That's the
is what
risk.
answer is.
yeah, I would have probably put at least one guy over there to make them roll something to try and.
Well done.
Oh, he goes
Ooh.
straight for the pickup and rolls a 6. He's gonna
That was
shift
ballsy too.
but there's not much he can do. He maybe swing some of those guys. Oh, okay.
What is this?
Wow.
What again?
And yet those hands are...
He again with the raining throwing? I love
3
it.
plus 3 plus.
Still, I understand
I
the
mean-
AG pieces, but still.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
built-in
that's right.
rerolls, no pass, no catch, just well, it worked. So now there's a payoff. I mean, it's going to be harder for the elves to deal. You can either keep it deep or you can cage up
Keep it
up
deep.
high.
I'm sorry.
I guess he was relying on the sure hands there for the first pickup. But he didn't need it. But AG4P sure hands coming at the ball, that's even in the rain, that's really good odds.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, where that sure hands player is though, that I mean, that would have been a pretty good place to keep it. You cage up behind your line of scrimmage. You screen off the rest of the area if you can. Then you have like a 2-layer defense, so to speak. You have your line, and then you have your cage. Now he's going to have his cage in close, so it'll be a little easier to mark up. And it's not in the hands of a sure hands player, so strip ball comes into play here.
True.
And that's probably going to be. I mean, if Kami had a reroll, this would almost certainly be a loose ball coming up.
Would almost certainly be terrifying.
But now we just have to wait and see.
Gives them a safe progression. It's gonna be hard to make them lose the ball.
There we go. My Twitch was all goofing out on my phone. Seems to be working overtime now.
So I can imagine the goofiness of a war dancer with guard, and you just like leap him into the cage, and then leap the other war dancer into the cage for the blitz.
Oh, I've lived that dream. It's amazing. Not for the people on the the receiving end, but otherwise.
Kami
it's
has
amazing.
a reroll, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
he did get
He
that
got
kickoff
one on the
event.
kickoff.
Oh,
Thank
Uh-oh.
you, Twitch commentary team. We're all fired. They brought over some sandwiches in the booth, and we've all been a little derelict. But
In my defense, I was too worried about watching the elf kicker lag all the way down to the opposite side of the field when he kicked the ball.
that's true. I did see that happen.
that was just. Oh, yeah. See now, there's a big hole right in the middle of the field in that defense.
Oh yeah.
So those elves, without even needing to blitz or roll, can just completely surround him now and cut that off.
All he's got to do is do mark,
This could be a
and
problem.
then go in with a skill piece. And we're going to see, because he decided that he didn't want his sure hands piece to hold the ball? Is that what we're against?
Well, he wanted to.
Strip ball on the
I
field?
think he wanted to aggressively move it up the field. He just wanted it further
I can
up. You don't
appreciate
want to
that,
cage
but
it
when your
back there.
opponent's got strip ball, and you've got a sure hands piece, that's AG5. I feel like that's who you keep the ball.
Well, no, the AG5 isn't the strip baller. The strip baller
Oh, the
has
sure
to roll
hands
3
piece.
plus
His
to
sure
leap.
hands piece is AG4. I'm
Oh,
sorry. On the north
Yes.
side. Yeah, I don't see why you don't want to keep the ball on him because of the sidestep strip baller. That's what I would be worried about.
Oh yeah.
But the mighty blow
um,
one can get you just as badly.
The thing here, though, is this could possibly be a bait. The hole in the middle of the field, he could be attempting to entice the elves.
Oh, that's huge.
The Yeti
This
goes
next game.
down from a friggin' karate kick. A wood elf karate kick takes the Yeti out of the game. This is
Rebel
going
shows
to be
restraint.
very problematic for.
Yep, that Yeti's gone for 2 games now. That's
the end of the season. That Yeti's not coming back week 8.
wow.
Wow, huge injury.
Yikes.
Huge injury.
As I was saying before the injury, this could possibly be a bait by the Norse. He could have purposely left the hole there, trying to draw multiple wood elves into the hole, but I don't think Kami would fall for that plan, if that was his plan.
He doesn't need
I think
multiple. He
that-
just needs to draw in ones to mark the Ulfwarner in the corner so he can blitz the cage.
True.
And the strip
He can
baller has sidestep, so leaping in there is not nearly as scary as it is with the other elves.
frees
Right.
up an elf here who can run around into the corner there and effectively mark 3 men. Or if he runs all the way either corner, really, he can mark
Oh,
3
the
men
clock.
there.
I think he's
he
gonna run out
doesn't
of
take
time.
the backside.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have time to pull it off now.
Oh, he might.
It's so hard to pull off a leap blitz when you're low on time. It's just it's frustrating. You're like, oh, the clock, and then you run in your position, and then you're trying to leap, and the leap doesn't go fast enough, and it burns like 3 seconds, and then you have no blitz. And
That's huge. That's
Oh.
huge. Kami running out of time. That's huge. But you know what? He got that other piece down. It's fine, he says. It's fine. He's not worried about it.
Gone into the
I guess he's just happy to get that
Yep.
Yeti off the pitch.
that was
in and of
big.
itself is a.
You wouldn't like them. Joking. You're gonna love them.
True.
He's not going to gain much ground off of this turn.
Even
It's
with
kind of playing
running out
into
of
the elves'
time,
hands.
To be decisive.
even with running out of time, Tommy was very sure to not give much field advantage to the Norse. You know, he gave them 2 lanes by the sideline to avoid the Ulf surf, but you know, still that's not enough.
He
to
might
run
have.
cage
You might have
down
been
the
right,
field.
actually, Dominion. He might have been setting a bear trap, and Kami probably might have just not fell for it, realizing the Norse is probably going to get the ball back if he goes in there and has no one to protect, and he's just needlessly sacrificing potentially his war dancer, as well as those other pieces. Now he could just wait for the action to come to him, and hopefully take advantage.
Having only 1 reroll, it is a bit tough because, like, say you leap in there and succeed and strip the ball. The key roll and all that is the 3+ leap. So if you pull off your 3+ and the ball is loose, it's gonna take himself a 3+ to pick it up most likely. But with the rain in effect, making a 4. I mean, if you get it, it's a good trade of your rerolls, but having only 1, it also makes you want to save it. You don't want to be too risky until you're lower on turns. Just
Right.
try and play it safe and wait for an opening or wait for an untimely turnover.
I'd like to see something happen, or I'm just going to go and watch games.
I think Kami's more prone to playing it safe, I think. I could be wrong.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the ball
Oh.
on the pitch. If the
Oh,
player
right
gets
back to
Oh,
where the
wow.
fireball was.
Well,
The ceremonial fireball position.
3 days to piece the body back together.
This clock is doing work on both teams here.
Absolutely.
Seems like it.
That looks like an invite. Like, how can you not? Oh, man.
You get that Ulfwarner down, you can just waltz right in there in the corner and say hello to the ball
Yeah.
carrier with a war dancer.
It has to be a POW on the Ulf, though, in order to just get in there without rolls.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah. It has to be a power.
getting out is
no question.
getting out is tricky unless you send in the side stepper. But then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he could do it. It would take single 2+, which you could get with a reroll if he dodges through the corner. And then just get the blitz. Just get the blitz.
What's up, Rex FTW? Easy surf? I'm not sure what you mean, easy surf. I guess he could chain block and surf the warrior.
Well, he could go for a surf on the Ulf here too. Assuming he gets a push and not a pow.
Right.
He could.
Hasn't done anything
And
yet.
that would open up. I mean, it would semi-open up the field there. Oh, he may
On
just
the
do
edge of
that.
the field there, within grasping range of the fans.
Okay. Did you go for the
Oh,
one-die?
Kami's guard piece is stunned for this turn. That makes things awkward.
I don't think he's I don't think he's doing anything. I think he's just playing uber defense.
Ooh, does he reroll it?
Oh, he does. He did.
And do the one that he expected he would roll it in.
Oh no.
That's really rough because he could have brought in help there. I know he blocks the lane that he was trying to open and get the blitz in, but you know, he could have brought the help and got the 2-die and then, you know, leap in over the roadblock other than, you know, pulling a 1-die and blowing the reroll.
Well, let's say that spot between the down lineman and this fella getting powed right now. Let's say that was full.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ulf did go down. You knock him to the square, straight left, so he's on the sideline, and there'd be no need to leap. You could just run the strip dancer in.
Right, into the corner.
After moving that catcher, you just move him so that you just
yeah.
dodge through the berserker's tackle zone. So then it's a 3+, 2+ with built-in rerolls. So then instead of a 3+ naked, you get a 3+ with a reroll.
Makes sense. Essentially, yeah.
He's still in great shape. It's still gonna, the Norse are not gonna be able to get all those people downfield, and he still has both his dancers just chilling like villains.
Oh yeah.
So,
And lots of
And that
moves.
Ulf is that Ulf is exposed right now. He's gonna have to protect him from being served. Yeah, that piece
Oh, yeah.
alone is good protection already.
yeah, you want to surf that. You want to surf that off, get him off the pitch for a second half if you can.
Those downed elves are making things awkward though, positioning wise.
For both teams, really, actually.
Interesting. So now, do you think he goes and tries to push all his players through that little gap and re-cages up?
That's what it seems to be.
No.
He's gonna run-
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
What? Okay, he is gonna try to cage here.
Yeah, that was the second riskiest thing he's gonna have to do to pull this off. Because somebody's gonna have to make some going for it.
Yeah.
Right.
And even then, he's leaving himself in still a precarious position because it's not going to take much for him to mark those places off and get into that cage.
Yeah, because he's more than likely gonna throw the strip baller in
That's a
there and
dangerous place to be.
just cause mayhem.
You're almost better off screening than you are caging if you feel like potentially what he can do is going to work. And like you said, is he going to go for it with a learner here or what?
So 3+, 4+. Ooh.
Okay.
You just mark the guy in the top,
Uh-oh.
mark the guy in the bottom, and
So now, oh, see, this is dangerous now because all he has to do is stand up the kicker,
Yep.
and that Roger just needs a 4+ with reroll for a 1-die on the ball carrier.
Oh, you're talking about the wrestle dodge guy here? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at that too.
I probably would have fouled the hell out of that guy this turn, but I mean, who do you
nah,
do it
yeah,
with?
he's gonna bust the cage though with the dancer. Use the leap.
What it appears. Does he just leap in behind the dancer here? Does he bring somebody to mark
Or-
the top corner? Ooh.
Is there?
Could be wrong though. You might be right. He might be using the wrestle piece and leave the dancers open. But
That's what I would be looking at here. It's that, or go through for some crazy chain push to just surf the Ulf. Oh wait, that guy's sidestep, so my idea doesn't really work.
Yeah, there could have
He
been some
does have the
craziness
built-in
happening
dodge,
there.
you're right,
Sure.
but that still doesn't seem like, that doesn't seem ideal.
Well, see, a 4+ with reroll is about 75% chance to succeed. It's still, like, it still fails. It feels like more than 1 in 4, you know, because it is a frickin' 4+. There's no guarantee, but it keeps your war dancers. Ooh.
He's going for the leap.
Oh yeah, he's going for the strip. He has to be going for the strip, otherwise.
If he does
Like
that
you
and he leaves
said
that
about
piece
the-
down, that piece can pick the ball up and then try
That's
to
true.
do something with it.
Throw it or something.
I guess he's
maybe
going to keep
fumble out of
the
bounds.
lineman to pick up a loose ball. The leaping AG5 lineman to go for a loose ball if that happens.
To do that too.
Not the worst piece to be trying to do that, for sure. He seems to be weighing his options here. Maybe he is looking at that half die blitz. Okay, so he's gonna go for the leap blitz here.
There you
The
go.
leap.
Jump. Is there
It's the
anything
one
they
die.
cannot do?
I bet you they can't put 3 McMurdy sandwiches
That's
on
Oh.
at the same time.
Too brutal 5 me.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable the amount of ones that he gets. I feel so bad for him.
There's no harm in making a block on the ball, Captain. Well, actually,
And the stun.
a lot of harm. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
This is only going to help the Norse stall if they, depending on how this war dancer block goes.
Okay. There is a nice oof punch. I wonder if he's gonna just keep punching away. Looks like it. He's got a reroll. Why not?
Now the elf gets wrecked. Rex says, well, we'll see. These elves have been beaten up. Pine Crags says definitely. I did a...
They have some scars. They got some movement down.
Yeah, that was me. 2 movement downs. I do feel bad.
It's never pleasant getting movement down on a wood elf because that's one of their biggest strengths, but it's not a career-ending injury. So you kind of have to take it a lot of the time, especially on a piece that's rolled doubles. It's hard to let them go, like that guard piece with only 6 move. He's got to. I would milk that guy till he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Guys, together.
Oh, it goes for the.
You're not getting a war dancer on the ground that way.
He's on it.
Okay, so then does he hit him with the ult?
Oh, that's
He
awkward
shouldn't
though.
have followed. Shouldn't have followed
Yeah,
there.
he shouldn't have
stayed
followed.
and wrapped around. Uh-oh.
Now it's gonna be a 1 die.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Uh-oh. It didn't turn out too
Doesn't-
bad for him.
Get punished, but that could have been a POW.
But remember,
He'll never know.
pride comes before a fall.
Oh yeah.
Is he going to
Yeah,
score this
that
turn?
was
Because
definitely-
I think he scores this turn, but if
I-
he leaves Kami 2
I
turns,
think he's going
Kami
to.
can score again.
Well, too, you run into the case if he stalls. The
He
war
can't stall
dancer,
because
the
he
other.
won't score. Because
Yeah.
Kami will get to him if he tries to stall.
Yeah, his positioning's all out of whack now after committing to all the blocks.
Yeah, he just scores here.
Yeah.
But still,
Kami
now
still has
Kami has
time
a
to
chance.
score.
He has a chance to score at the half, and then he gets the ball, and then he can really do some damage. But we'll see.
Yep.
If he keeps rolling ones,
Then-
he's not going to do anything.
The Norse need a deep kick, and sadly their Yeti is hurt because he really makes 2-turners more difficult, especially with the rain. That would make a catch just a 4+ around the Yeti for the bulk of that team.
Yeah, easily there were good point, Rex. 7 blocks on 7 on AV7 with no removal. So the Wood Elves should be extremely happy where they are right now. All bitching aside, all ones aside, you have everybody on the pitch
Yeah.
for the most part, and it's tied up, and you get the ball at the half. So you know,
He gets a shot at a 2-turner.
and you get and you get the
Yeah.
opportunity for a 2-turner. So this is probably some of the best positioning you can be.
Oh yeah. We'll have to see how they decide to set up their defense here. I feel like they probably try to set up a semi-deep defense to prevent anybody from just running all the way downfield, because that's what we may see is Tommy holding the ball downfield and just running as many people as he can into the scoring range.
Mm-hmm. We could see that. So you're right, though. It's kind of not hard not to see that big hole in the field without the Yeti. Who'd have thought at this point they have the missed? That's a huge injury.
Yeah, especially with it raining, that almost levels the playing field. I mean, not with the AG5 is just, well, it's very unfair. But if it wasn't for the AG5, that Yeti would just level the playing field wherever he is, as far as ball handling goes. But now,
Oh, look.
it's going to be all about positioning.
Down there, Bob, in front row.
Hey, Borak! Sog off, you buckethead!
Okay, so
Tommy says he'll
he's-
be able to pick up the phone. Well, good thing we don't have to pick up phones. In the blood bowl.
Oh, the clock.
that's I think he got what he wanted to do there. He's a little bit. I mean, he's got a bit of a stagger, which will probably help him out.
Good old phone ball. Tommy said, "Yep."
It's like those corded phones that were football. And
Oh
like
my
the
gosh,
top
the
half
Sports
was,
Illustrated football phone.
Yeah,
Otherwise
that's
known
it.
as all of our hopes and dreams crystallized into an object. I'm just kidding. I never had one. I never wanted one. Our younger viewers will be like, "What the hell is a corded phone?"
That is an
phone.
age. Jeez. There's
What's a
two
phone?
There's two Norse ball handlers on that line of scrimmage right now. That's got to be screwing with Kami's head. Like, I want to score, but I really want to hit these guys.
Right? I think, you know what? It's funny, because, like, he always talks about stuff like that, and I think people do that stuff against Kami to rattle him. Because it is kind of like, what is he doing? Why are his ball handlers on the line of scrimmage? Why is he playing? Why is he that? Why? Because I'll do that stuff unintentionally, and it always pisses him off. When we're playing dev, we'd be like, all I gotta do is push this guy, and now I can block this guy, and now this guy's dead. I'm like, I wasn't thinking, okay? So I don't know if that was the case. Did he put his strong arm thrower on the line? Or runner?
Yep, and the agility for Surehand's player, which I would
gotta be kidding
think
me.
is going to be a high priority for getting smacked in the face here.
If you don't get a score, then I would go for the foul. You get him down.
Gotta put the mighty boy war dancer on that guy and just punch his face in, right?
Something. I almost
He
gave
might just
myself,
use his blitz on. Both teams get a reroll. Oh my.
That's good. I ran into that problem
Uh,
last week, though.
I'm sure Rebel needed that third reroll with one turn left.
It's true. He didn't fail any actions, but I made the mistake of positioning last week. I put Homestar Runner too close to the line, and Blue put literally his entire team on the almost on the wide zone to try to come get me, and then he failed the blitz with his Rat Ogre, and he was spared.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
He was gonna go for a turn one gang foul. I knew it, and he failed the blitz. Then I promptly hauled that thing's ass behind my Minotaur.
That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Yep.
Okay.
Classic
So now he goes-
Kami Wood Elf play. You're right. He's gonna flood that. He's gonna flood that downfield.
Yeah, you gotta dodge out.
Okay, now he opens up the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now he has to hit that thrower. I mean, you might even move another guy into scoring range first, because that block is technically a 3+ with a built-in reroll, whereas a dodge is a 2+. So you're more likely to fail a block on a guy without block or wrestle than you are a dodge with dodge. Nope, gets it though. Nothing to worry about.
Pushes him back. Now he's got a nice lane. He could flood the Dancer down there. He's going to be hard to take down.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Someone was just knocked unconscious somewhere. That was huge.
Yeah, there are other humans elsewhere in this house. There is.
Any bare knuckle fighting? Why are we not watching that?
Because there's bears involved, and it's highly illegal.
Oh, you don't want to periscope it. I see. Burner phone, man. Burner phone.
See, now, that's probably the piece I would have fouled with, but that's just me.
It's kicker.
He's receiving the next half.
That's true.
I mean, assuming everything goes right, he'll be up 3-1 really quickly. What does he need a kicker for? He could easily trade the kicker for the sure hands piece.
Yeah, if it succeeds.
Yeah.
All
the ifs, right?
Snake eyes. Oh yeah. He's just getting options downfield now. You got tons of downfield options. You can't block them all. There you go.
Oh,
But don't worry, he got that reroll.
I wonder, does he use it or does he wait?
It's a great question. I think he's gonna wait.
I think it would be a question of how close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Used
7, 1, 2.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wanted the additional turn. There's nothing wrong with that. The additional turn to try and pick it up.
That Norse runner with sidestep could get right up in the ball. So if he didn't re-roll that, it would be much, much harder next turn.
Yeah, very good point.
He needs to move it out of range, that runner, though. Uh-oh.
You could do that too. I'm
I
not
think
sure
he's
what
was that
achieves,
runner gonna
but-
need GFIs to get there? It's 2 GFIs.
He'll-
All he's gonna do is base
he'll
them,
still need-
and then he just has a free piece to be able to. He could dodge away. I think he's counting on the AG5 with the built-in dodge. I mean.
Well, that guy doesn't have dodge, though. So that's just one more.
He doesn't have dodge. You're right.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, here you just gotta cover all the guys in scoring range. You gotta blitz the one of your choice, and mark the ball carrier. That, or just take out the safety, blitz the safety, and then really try and screen off the ball carrier. But he has leaps, so that's only gonna work so well if the dice cooperate. This is where the rain is going to have the biggest impact, because anybody marked, it's a 4+ to catch, with the exception of that plus agility war dancer up there.
Well, that's the guy he would blitz, I would think. I'd block this guard piece, blitz the Warner, take him down, because that's the one he's going to throw to.
I'd be blitzing the catcher. The catcher has the built-in reroll for the catch.
Yeah.
And
that's a higher than.
Only needs one going for it to score. He's also, like, however he's going to move that ball up, he has to be able to make that pass or hand off.
Clearly.
That war dancer is pretty far up. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
but you know what? That war dancer was bait. Because you're absolutely right.
I think so,
now
too.
he has that guy where even if he covers him up with people, he could still get, he could still get the throw with the built-in reroll. And he can't cover him up that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, best you can do is commit 2 pieces to it now.
It is true, though, that he still has 3 rerolls left on his turn 8. It's kind of ridiculous. Especially since
I mean,
how many ones Kami has rolled.
Having the reroll, I definitely would have tried to move that sidestepper into marking the ball carrier with the 2 go for it, because that just makes it that much more difficult and much more likely to fail.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go. Kind of tried to seal off where he'd go with that piece.
We still got a few options here. Yeah, that just made it a little tougher. Yeah, actually, a lot tougher.
War Dancer got
Yeah.
knocked out by the smell of wet dog. Companion says.
Yeah. Now your best bet.
You could always the catcher is assisting the lineman there, the drunk. I don't know his full name. Sterla the drunk, and you could always come up and take the GFI blitz into that guy. Oh, he's a strength 4, so it's only a 1 die. So that plan is moved.
Quick shout out to some viewers here. We got Darren NWO, Night Rain, Wolfer Clan Gilf as well. I'm probably saying that incorrectly. Welcome. We're checking out some Week 7 MVP action. A little Deep Dark Division. Applying Crags Pronghorn versus the Loki's Toys. 3-man booth rocking with my man Dalt MC and Cemented, fellow coaches.
Howdy.
And this is just game 1 of the big doubleheader. That'll be also simulcast on the MVP Pro Twitch. So second game will be Chaos versus Dwarfs. Always a bloody time. Big rivalry game too. This will be the 4th time these teams have met, and 1 tie and 2 losses so far. And awesome team wants some retribution. Just saying. What is gonna happen here?
It's got 30 seconds to decide.
Yep. Each second makes it that much more unlikely to happen.
Next to a teammate.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Yep.
He needs
Go for
that
that.
movement space with the GFIs to get up in there, right, to throw that ball.
I
Is
think
that
so.
what he's doing?
He might be looking. He might be looking at the same receiver I am, which is the dodge wrestle guy. But it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard to free him up now, because 1 blitz and that guy's at a 3+ to catch and
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
in scoring range with no going for it's needed.
Well,
Those are pretty decent odds if he can get the ball to that guy. But
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
But now there's
Oh,
nobody.
getting blitzed.
Oh no.
What?
He's gonna
Does he
go.
just
He's
run
gonna,
into
throw, he's gonna try to throw into the end
He's-
zone.
Yeah, he's gonna go for. But oh, that's.
Man,
Uh
He could have
oh.
just blitzed the lineman off of him that way, could he not have? And then,
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough because now the thrower's gonna have to make go for it to be in range, just to make the throw.
Okay, so we got that part. Do we get this part?
We're stopped at 1 second. Oh, we're. Okay, it's giving him the option to choose for interception. Is that what's happening?
Picked off.
Intercepted.
Oh my God! What did he need for that? A 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the rain, in a tackle zone, that's a 6.
Holy crap! Yep, and there it is. Are you effing kidding me? Kami, I don't have the words. I don't have the words.
They should replace that player before they lose any more.
Oh man.
Both of these teams are on the edge. Kick
Well,
is crucial.
on the bright side, Kami gets his rerolls back, and he's receiving the ball, so still okay, still okay. But this is good for the Norse, because this gives them a legitimate chance to disrupt the Wood Elf offense and try and win the game.
Yeah.
In the chat, Tommy says this guy. ...
Sterla the drunk with with the interception. Always feels good making an interception because then you get 2 SPPs out of it too. Like, yeah.
It is nice.
Tommy has thrown quite a few interceptions this season.
he is on, like I said, he fucking pissed off Nuffle, and he's riding out something because this is I've streamed a lot of his games recently, and there's some rough things have occurred.
Hmm. Part of throwing less interceptions is minimizing
What was that?
the passes that actually have an interception roll in them. A lot of the time, it's I mean, it's hard when you don't have rerolls, but when there's a reroll available, if there's a line where you can just make a handoff and then a pass and completely avoid the interception, yeah, you got to roll the dice a bit more, but if you can avoid that interception,
Oh, the interceptions seems
yeah.
they happen quite frequently.
Well, it's like a 1 in 6 chance of failure, just like everything else, except you don't get to reroll it, and it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely true. It's such a sinking feeling when you've got a beautiful play lined up and you're like, oh yeah, the pass goes off. Oh, he intercepted.
Still, that Yeti being missing really helps. Really.
Oh,
Helps.
the Yeti. Oh, yes, the Yeti. Sorry, I was thinking the Ulf. The Ulf who woke up. But yeah, that Yeti is, that's a big game. Poor fella.
How about
What do you ever do?
for this being AV7, and the Yeti is the player that's off the pitch right now?
He did get hit with Mighty Blow, though. Was a Mighty Blow hit. And the Norse themselves only have 2 Mighty Blow pieces who are lacking tackle. So this... it's not overly unusual, but it is, it's really fortunate for the Elves. I guess the Norse too, because I mean both sides are just
throwing out rerolls. Here,
AV7
take another
overall.
reroll. These kickoff events. I don't know. That's 4 rerolls that Rebel won't need to use because he doesn't fail actions.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
I love that.
I think we might see. I would fully expect to see somebody leave the pitch if all these blocks are successful.
I would hope so.
Like the only guy off the pitch is the Yeti. I mean, come on, somebody, anybody.
That's what I mean for a match with this, with the low AV like this. Looks like our game will definitely be delayed, though. I hope you're not upset.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
worried
fine.
about it.
Now it's just a simple matter of getting the ball
I
at
have
their feet.
no work tomorrow, so
It's never
it's all
simple.
good. That was a weird glitch I just saw on my screen. It was like a passing icon. It just came up on the left side of the screen. It was weird.
Some of the visual bugs in this game are very strange when they come up. They don't come up often, but they are weird.
My favorite is the knockout one, where like you get to go super knockout because it's like 1,000 bells that go through.
Yep. Yep.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Oh man, does he take the rebound? He just takes the block.
I would just dodge away.
You know, get a one re-rolling one though.
Yeah, he could. He could. But I think it'd be worth the risk to keep that word answer safe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Okay, he's putting him out there. Like, screw safety.
I mean, here's the thing. He's got all his players in the pitch, right? So maybe he's not thinking stall. Maybe he's thinking score as quick as possible, and then I've got all my players on the pitch. I can defend perfectly.
Yeah, I would try and score within 2-3 turns on the Wood Elf side, just for the fact that I mean, it's raining, and they're Norse. You want to put the pressure on them in the rain to try and to hold the ball.
Right. Every turn
Uh,
down
be-
the line.
Didn't what? Ran out of time again. Let's see if Rebel punishes him for that. That could be trouble.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go earlier on the ball securing actions.
I think with Wood Elves, it's very, very easy to run out of time because there's so many stupid things to think about. Just how mobile your guys are and all the different ways they can dodge around. It's way too much to think about sometimes. Ooh.
Dwarfs, men, and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the same stadium, and all desperate to see some shredding death.
Well, gonna stay standing.
With fists flailing, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Okay. We've got a nice little setup by the Norse there, trying to encroach upon the ball.
He's still in alright shape, though. I mean,
This is kind of playing into the Norse hands a bit. I mean, a big scrum in the middle of the field is kind of what they want. They don't want the elves running around where they want them fighting them on the ground. They gotta make things more complicated though. Yeah. That's a start.
In numbers.
you gotta worry about the overcommitment, though. I mean, I see he's got a player he's keeping back there for safety, but
He'll get an assist
one
now.
player might not be enough. Oh, here we go.
That player went down
This is true.
AV7 just holding it down.
Yes.
Breakable.
He's got a bit of
AV7.
a hugging defense though. Right now, I mean, as long as everybody's in a tackle zone,
Hope it's going to
he's got a roll for everything. That.
They'll need to scoop
All right.
up that ball and quickly.
Ooh,
Shouldn't make a difference with AV5.
That was ballsy.
He might still be 67% on a pickup, right?
I guess he's thinking that that sure that sidestep there will garner some kind of trouble.
Yeah, moving that safety up.
loose ball. Is it
That he might regret that later.
to secure it and fast?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Gathering around
5,
that
6,
lone player
7.
like halflings round a sandwich. This player, the attacker, smells weakness.
Still has at least one piece free. Maybe blitz off the ball, pick it up.
The thing is, though, we could run into a weird issue that he could try to blitz him off the ball and not succeed in knocking him over.
I wouldn't even try to blitz. Well, if he's gonna try, that's the piece.
Now they must grab
But the sidestep. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a favorable bounce here.
holding him up.
Nope.
He about the
3,
same.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Yeah, that's a little bit worse. Because because that safety moved up, the biggest threat to the Norse is the ball getting to that War Dancer, who then just runs to the other end of the field and can only be touched by like one guy. But the ball being there, it's a little bit harder now to get it to him. From the previous spot it was in, it would have taken only a single goal for it, and then a handoff to the War Dancer. Now this is trickier.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to avoid the interception.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Smart
is the pass.
play. Oh, it goes another GFI into a quick
Oh
pass
my God!
and rolls a
he
1
rolled
on. He rolls a 4.
He could roll a 1 on the
No, he
catch.
catches
But he
it,
doesn't.
though. He still has
So now
to
he just
dodge
needs
and
to
avoid
dodge.
the one re-rolling 1 on the escape.
Ah,
Actually a 3+, right?
nope, just a 2+.
Oh, he's AG5,
Just
right?
a 2+. There
He
he
rolled
goes.
a 1 on the first one! Look at that! That's unreal. You should take him to the anti-Vegas. Whatever the...
Yep, now there's only one player that can blitz him at all.
There you go. Nice screen.
And it's
out.
getting to be difficult.
Good turn.
There
good
we go.
turn. For Kami. Not a great turn for the...
Yeah. I think he's still, again, he's running out of time though. Like his catcher is about to get hit by that Ulf. That is definitely a dodge that should have been made.
Yeah. He's thinking about his moves though, you know. He's very studious.
Yeah, because Kami's primarily a Norse player, right?
Well, he plays
That's his
everything,
bread and
but
butter.
that's
Is he
that's
loves
what
his
he plays
Norse.
on tabletop, yeah. He hasn't played them in
Yeah.
pro though. Nah, he says. So no, he plays everything. He just, it's hard to combat ones. He's gotten about 12 of them this game. I don't think, like in the before game when they're supposed to hand out the ones kind of evenly, he's got them all.
They never go out evenly in this sort of matchup because the Norse will take far fewer agility rolls than the Elves will. So the Elves will find the ones far more often on the agility rolls than the Norse. On average. Just by the sheer number of dice they roll.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Now it just
Still
looks
standing.
like that was an Ulf distraction. The Ulf is distracted and a lot further downfield.
yeah, I don't see.
That is one
Basically,
benefit.
I think he just scores here, but then again, if nobody really comes down there, you just keep stalling. I mean, stalling until you have to score, or until they make it easier for you.
He's only got 2 pieces there as support.
Yeah, Rex
And
points
it
out.
looks like it's going to be hard to get more down there.
A Norse 1-die block is the same as a 1/6 dodge, though, and the Norse have done a ton of 1-die blocks. Excellent point, Rex. Yes, and his constant pass attempts, GFIs, and dodges. Let's not forget that he did throw numerous needless passes in the rain, dodges, and GFIs.
So this is, I think we're about to see, after all this positioning, a 2+, 2+, 2+, 1-die blitz. I think is what we're about to see.
From the AG4 Norse runner here.
Yep.
Yeah. I could see that happening, yeah.
Well, he's got 14 rerolls, so won't be a problem there.
4, 14,
I like to
about the same
exaggerate.
right now.
Nice.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, there you go. There's
Oh.
the skull we like to see.
so now he just goes for the leap touchdown? Which will just be beautiful, especially with the fact that he has a reroll.
You could leap, or you could just go for the double dodge.
I guess the odds are around the same.
Or you could just get a guy to mark him and blitz him off and then not follow up.
That's true as well.
I mean, he's still supposed to have AG4. Whenever I play teams with AG4, they dodge all over my fucking face. Nobody fails one. I mean, it's probably an exaggeration, but It doesn't happen as much as I'd like it to happen.
Come on, Tommy. We all want to see a leap touchdown here. Just leap. They're so pretty when they happen. They happen very rarely, too.
Well, if he's gonna block anything, it's probably gonna be the strong arm thrower first, I would expect. Or I might just say, screw it, I want that touchdown, I don't want to get surfed. Not my Mighty Blow AG5 dancer. Failing anything here would be terrible.
Really thinking about what he's gonna do.
Leap touchdown. Leap touchdown. He's definitely watching, because he's been replying to some of the things we said. So. Leap touchdown. Leap touchdown. Yeah!
Money!
Hey!
Milk toast with the leap touchdown. All right. I mean Maharast. Whatever.
Inside.
One team is lighter player, not a significant difference. Can impact the game. Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon
And
as
he's got all his players. He's
Yeah,
got both
that's
dancers, and hopefully all the ones are behind him.
Yeah, every elf is on the field, and it's turn 12? No, we're at the bottom of turn 11? Ugh. Norse not doing job.
It's also ridiculous with all the ones that Tommy has rolled, he still managed to be at 2-1 now. Well, without the interception, it could possibly be 3-1 here.
Well, we'll see. I mean, a failed pickup could easily equal a Wood Elf touchdown.
Oh, without question.
Oh, yeah.
Without question. You cannot leave your pants down around your ankles with wood elves, or they're gonna make you.
They're gonna steal your pants. That's what's gonna happen.
They are, and then you'll be looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. That's right. I like that.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take the pants and give them to the tree man, and then you'll never get them back. Oh, I guess these guys don't have a tree man, though.
Now they fired him. I will also say that the
Well,
old
they-
gray mare ain't what she used to be.
This is a big game,
Ain't
Bob.
what she used to
How
be.
do you feel about
Ain't
being
what she used to be.
Indifferent.
Whistling old man? You're gonna hire
Ask me
him?
again when there's more blood on the field.
Yeah, it's a bit tough keeping Wood Elves under the TV cap for season considerations with the tree man and loading them up with skills. It's a bit tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
big
tree
guys
man's
in
the
general,
first one to
really.
get the axe.
Yeah.
sometimes it seems like if you want to go the big man route, you have to play the sticks and stones strategy and just use a lot of journeymen and and then use the tree man, which they
Well,
don't even have a tree man.
They don't even have a tree man, so you're wrong there.
Yeah, the journeymen still count towards the TV
Yes.
total.
Right.
So
But they're skillless.
At least
Mario
yeah,
only
they're
goes in with
skillless.
like five or six players, so he always has a wizard and two Bloodweiser babes.
yeah, like
Against all his
minimal skilled
opponents.
players, so his inducements are always there
Yeah.
pretty well.
And he has like 3 players that have like 5 skills. But they're wood elves. They're made of paper. You can't, you know.
So Midway brought up a interesting point. He says he thinks that the wizard is underpriced. He said that he thinks that wizards should possibly be 250 to 350, anywhere in that range.
350 is
I wouldn't buy it.
ridiculous. 250.
Yeah,
What,
350.
what the
It's
hell
a
was this
rock!
kick again? That was a weird
The
kick where he
fans,
like
they've
punched it in.
spoken.
Oh snap!
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. New guy's in the corner.
Apothecary's on the
puking his
field.
Guts out. Well, this dramatically
Injured?
helps. Another miss next
MNG.
game. And Kami's ecstatic. Yay, Kami goes.
On the bright side, the Rebel Loki's toys have all these inducements next game to look forward to with these players missing their next game.
Oh yeah, but yeah, 350 for a Wizard would probably be a little steep. I could see in certain matchups where 150 is possibly a little underpriced. His example was like elves versus dwarves. He said that, elves already get the agility advantage on the dwarves, and then they get the wizard advantage as well in that situation.
Yeah, Wizard is very, very good in that scenario. That's probably one of the best matchups for it, as far as making that kind of example.
I would be worried by leaving that ball out there and taking all these actions.
Especially with the guy getting killed by a rock.
Yeah, that's one less tackle zone on the field. That's one less. Like it's only going to get harder and harder to screen off these elves to keep them out of the places you don't want them to be.
Well, if they removed Wizards in Blood Bowl 2016, they still have them in Blood Bowl 2, so they haven't stripped them out yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know there's a weird little discrepancy with Wizards at the moment in 2016.
Until they sell the Wizard Blister Pack, 2 Wizards and 2 different
right.
poses, and then all of a sudden Wizards are coming back.
What if they do racial Wizards?
Well, did
that
you
would
read
be really crazy.
Not to get off a tangent, but the NEF notes, they basically said that they're not using a reroll for pile-on. That's already one thing they've decided to break from, and then there's a couple other things they might as well.
I need to read my rulebook a little better, because every time I read piling on, I don't see it saying you need a team reroll. I see it saying you may use a team reroll to reroll the armor when you pile on.
So it makes piling on stronger. It just took away the modifiers of Claw and Mighty Blow.
See, that's how I read it, but apparently there is a wording somewhere that I haven't picked up that says you have to use a team reroll. So it could be in an errata, or it could be in Death Zone, and I just looked over it, because admittedly I've only skimmed through Death Zone, where I've actually eyeballed the rulebook a lot more.
Well, there you have it. It's just typical Grandma Wendy pissing off their fan base. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
But ultimately, you just play. If you have a good league, you could almost play how you want to play. The rules are there. They're open to people customizing leagues. People are in a shop and want to run something one way, then that's the way it's run, and that's the Gestapo.
Rules are often just suggestions, really, in that respect.
Especially for tabletop. But it definitely is important to have unified rules. So what is he going to do here? He's got all his players clustered.
Yep.
Bet he wish he had another fireball.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
We might see Kami get more aggressive here now that he has a numbers advantage overall. Not necessarily on his turn with the 2 stuns, but he's got a 2-man advantage now.
Well, I happen to enjoy piling on because I think it spruces things up, so I'm grateful the changes have not migrated their way to Blood Bowl 2, and I doubt snail-like speed Cyanide's going to get to it anytime soon.
I think if they're going to make any changes, it would likely be the human catcher first, I would expect, because that's just the easiest one to implement, right? The change in armor value.
Excellent.
Dropping
him
down
point
1 armor.
Excellent point about piling on, and that it definitely can hurt the Claw Mighty Blow team, but it can screw a lot of mid-tier bash teams are going to be hurt without pile on.
At the same
Oh yeah.
Oh, Orin is down. Orin will miss another next game. Wow, there's going to be 2 players on the bus for the next game.
Ouch.
I don't even think they travel when they miss the next game. I think they leave them at home.
Yeah, you got to work hard to get Pylon Mighty Blow on an elf, though, Rex. Come on now. That's doubles
Okay.
twice, right?
I actually have the rule book here.
He's got
this
the
is the Death
rules?
Zone. This is the Death Zone book under optional league rules for Blood Bowl 2016. It says, new skill, Piling On. This skill can be found in previous versions of Blood Bowl, but has been removed for this edition as it can lead to some very nasty combos. Some commissioners will want it though, so here it is. Piling On is a strength skill. The player must use this skill after they have made a block as part of a block or blitz action, but only if they are currently standing adjacent to the victim and the victim was knocked down. So far it's following the Blood Bowl tool ruling.
Right.
Which is Living Rulebook 6, I believe. You can use a team reroll to reroll the armor roll or injury roll, but they cannot be modified by any other skills, for example, Claw or Mighty Blow. Then the Piling On player is placed prone in their own square.
Yeah.
No armor roll is made for them.
Mm-hmm. So it seems to me like all they're doing is giving you the option. So they buffed it while they nerfed it. They said if you really need to get this player off the pitch, use a team reroll, but you're not going to be able to modify it. I like it.
Right.
Sorry, fellas, but I gotta duck out, so I'll leave the commentating to you
All right.
folks.
Thank you, Demented, for stopping in. Appreciate it. Holding the blue here.
Oh, yeah.
Kami says
Definitely.
Rex must work for Grandma Wendy. I love it. I love it. But yes, Piling On has been removed. So if you go someplace and they ain't piling on, expect that. But if I ran a league in a shop, I would play in a league that had Piling On. That's just me.
Which I've been speaking with the owner of manager. I don't know how Games Workshop does the titles there of my local store, and she said she's pretty much gonna let the store league that she's running kind of police itself. We're gonna have a players meeting Friday, the first night, and kind
There you
of
go.
hammer
See,
out
you've
some
already got
rules.
it. Yeah, you got. That's how it should be. A nice community.
And then she said after that, anything wouldn't be supported by the store. It would be player ran, so the players could organize a league. So I'm gonna attempt to
Ones!
sucker in.
Rebel rolled ones! It done happened.
That's amazing. So I'm gonna attempt to organize a league of some sorts after the store league is ran. But anyways, back to the field. Like you said, definitely finally seeing some ones there. So are the dice evening out?
I don't know, a couple
seems to
stymie.
be that
was
way.
almost a stymie special because it was ones blanketed by some successful action with a reroll. And now the ball's in the pitch, and we could be looking at a 3-1 Pronghorn game here because Wood Elves can just. How'd that happen? Just out of nowhere. I've seen it happen way too many times. To me, mostly.
I'm sure you've probably played this team a few times while he was
Yes.
deving it, wasn't
I did.
Didn't you?
I have played the Pronghorn a few times. Spirited discussion in the chat. I love it.
Are they discussing BB 2016?
They are. Rex seems to think that spirited discussion about rule changes is complaining about the changes. But, you know, I consider it spirited discussion, but I'm not here to censor viewpoints of any of our viewers. I appreciate the spirited discussion, but I disagree. I think that, I think rules are open to interpretation, and I think they're living. And I'm sure, but they are right. They had to do something about claw palm. I'm sure more than a few fistfights broke out because of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, with the rage that it brings in a digital game where the person across from you is anonymous, I can only imagine the rage it could ensue when you have that guy who's running Chaos Kill Team on tabletop just claw palming the crap out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, homestart runner.
Basically homestar, but he also has jump up. But he
That's true.
doesn't. But he doesn't have block, which is problematic.
Yeah, I can see where that runs into
If he can
trouble.
survive to get block, I feel like he'll definitely be the first player to level 7 in our league. Because if I can get block on him, he will just be chewing people up. But my TV is pretty freaking bloaty, so I don't see myself running them again, unless, of course, everything goes my way and I chew through the competition. But I'm pretty terrified about this evening's events.
You just gotta cut the Minotaur and you'll be alright.
Quick and easy. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I'll cut him right
No,
now.
I...
I'll cut him before the game. I might cut Homestar too. Get that TV out of the way. A little bloaty.
He's going to cut his players to go the inducement route here. That's what's gonna happen.
See, I disagree.
Man,
Chaos is not really affected until super late, though. I have Chaos players with Pile-On Mighty Blow. I have a Claw Palm Jump Up Mighty Blow player. And he had Claw Palm, like, Game 7 of Week 2. Season 1, rather. He had Game 7 of Season 1. He had those skills. So...
I think so.
Yeah, so it's definitely not something that you necessarily get super late in the progression. If you funnel all your SPP through that player, which is pretty much what happened because he was just a killing machine from the onset.
Oh yeah. Which going back to the piling on, maybe people are interpreting the you can use a team reroll to reroll. Maybe they're interpreting that as it uses one. Or
Yes,
perhaps
Rex,
there's an errata.
I skipped block because I got jump up first.
Unity is
Sue me.
strength.
Oh yeah.
I skipped block. He does not have block to this day. But he's killed 6 people and crippled probably 15 in the time he's been in our league. So I'm not too worried about it. But I agree, skipping block wouldn't be something I would normally do, especially with a Chaos Warrior. I did it because he rolled the doubles and the jump up was too satisfying, and then the jump up pile on was too satisfying, and the mighty blow was too satisfying. Yeah, Squirrel says no one is interpreting it as you may use a team reroll if you would like to, even though that's what the rules clearly state.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Hey,
and it could
Harvey,
just
Harvey.
be
Welcome, Harry
that-
and Harvey.
they did release the official errata, which I have read, but it doesn't really mention Polygon on there, because apparently there were some typos in Death Zone that got printed. So who knows? We'll probably get Dungeon Bowl after the Death Zones are released, so that'll be really crazy.
All right, and it looks like Kami's gonna make it 3-1 here in short order. I disagree. I don't think I'm cheating the system by avoiding block by using rerolls. I think that's just how the build went. I also have 2 Mighty Blow block Chaos Warriors and a jump up block Chaos Warrior and a Strength 4 Blodge piece and a Sure Hands block piece and a kicker. You know, it's just how my team was built.
That's not really cheating the system. You are
I only have
costing
3
yourself
rerolls
a
too.
reroll.
I don't have 5 rerolls. So
Yeah, you cost yourself a reroll in that situation if he does have better roll, like double those down or something.
indeed.
Does he try to score? I think he's going to try to score with the lineman that has the ball here, just to get that level up. Because he's
Yeah, I
got
would think
dodge,
so.
you take your 2 turns to score. You close him off here with the catcher, maybe.
No, throw him back.
Oh, he just goes for the pass. That's a good way to do it too. Oh, and then you get more SPP on the AG5 piece. That makes sense. That's actually a really good play.
You can still hand it
And
back
he's
to
a little
him.
further. And he's a little further away. So.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the window's pretty much closing here on Rebel to pull the tie out. It's looking like
Yeah, he did a really good job of distracting the Norse down there near the sideline, and then reversed the field just really quick. it's crazy to see him pull this game out. But that's a testament to the other coaches here that you should definitely always play till the final whistle because it's really anyone's game until Muffle decides otherwise.
Yeah, that's a great point, Rex. You do. If you just buy a ton of rerolls and just skip block altogether and just start making claw palmers and tentacle pieces and all types of fucked up shit with chaos, then yeah, I see that.
Yeah, but then you run into some bloat with the rerolls costing 60k a pop.
Yeah.
Too. So.
There's a million ways
And
to
what
do
is
it.
that like?
There's a million ways
Oh
to do
yeah.
it.
Shoot, I think as long as you're not hacking or, exploiting some kind of rule, I think that as long as you remain within the guidelines of team building, I feel like your team is kosher. Unless, unless a community decides otherwise. Because, you may play in a league on tabletop, or not tabletop, but on Blood Bowl 2 that doesn't allow certain skills. I don't think I've ran into any, but it's a possibility. Ooh, the catcher gets his life saved here after getting a nasty stat down.
That's good.
Apo's doing work for both teams here.
Yeah.
Really well. The Magic Sponges are in full force.
Indeed.
Wow.
Indeed.
Well, besides the guy that got hit with the bat.
Goes for the foul. Rebels is savage. Oh, but only a knockout. Oh, Kami's got to be happy about that.
If you're gonna stall, you gotta pay the troll toll.
Yeah.
And the troll toll is a foul.
Yeah, that's true.
What's even worse is like when you have the man advantage and you stall and you also foul. That's like even worse.
I've done that. I did that to Chase.
I have done that as well. I admittedly did that to Mario last season, but in my defense, we were tied 1-1.
He says if you can't beat him, foul him. And he's got a good point there. Can't be mad at it.
That is quite common in this scenario.
Oh, look at this. The man is back. So a lot has happened since you've been gone. We had some spirited discussion. We read the rules of Death Zone, which definitely make it seem like Pylon can passively use a reroll to use the skill if it would like, but apparently that's not how the greater Blood Bowl community is taking that ruling, so they have to, I would say, reword it, or fire the people at Games Workshop who made it so ambiguous. But if they've come out and said since, hey, it means this, then there's fuck all you can do, you know? Ooh, look at that.
Another injury.
He's alright. Wasn't the plethora of missed next games. What, he has 3 missed next games over there? I love how it shows a death skull behind a cross for Olivar. That's a weird visual.
I love that. Well, I think it's to let you know that the god did die.
He's living on borrowed time. Rebel goes, hey, can you get an injury on you soon? In the chat. Rebel's luck just ran out. Kami's dice just leveled.
Oh, we might see a handoff.
So one thing I will semi-agree with the community on the Blood Bowl rules is the fact that we have a official rulebook, we have a supplement rulebook, we have a PDF on a website, and then we also have like the Q&A, which I think is another PDF for all of the rules.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird that we couldn't just like group it into one big book, right?
That's not how they do things. There's a
So
one.
he
Oh,
did
there it
not
is.
give
Kami's gonna get those ones. He's gonna find them.
he did not give an F about the touchdown there. That's what he
He's
said.
trying to get the
Right?
he's trying to get the ball in the hands of his piece that has
Oh,
13
the kick
points
piece.
to
Okay.
make him 16. I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see that now. I didn't see that before.
Just a stun. Are we gonna see a foul here on Barathor? He's already movement 6. Might as well put him out of the misery.
And he's a guard piece, so yeah, you probably foul that guy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially if you're thinking, well, the next time I see these guys will be playoffs, if we ever see each other again.
Which won't be this year in their
nah.
division. Not with the Goth Bondage Party locking it the F down.
Oh, this is that
Yeah.
division.
Yes.
Yeah. They basically solidified that when they beat Seoul. That was basically their game that when they won it was like pretty much a lock after that with
Yeah.
the amount of points they had.
Yeah. Kami question goes, playoffs? Like he's like oh, an interjection without an injury. Oh man. And that was the second to the last. We're gonna see a score here. I feel Kami still is a reroll, so hopefully that
Yeah.
comes
He
through.
just
for him.
re-rolls the pickup if he needs it, and then he scores.
It's
Hey,
just
and
a
then
matter
the good
of.
side.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, and the good thing is that he's just surrounded by people. So.
Why? Why?
Because
Oh,
he wanted
Wow.
I guess he wanted the AG guy to pick up the ball to be a better chance at picking up the ball, and then
Well,
him being surrounded
Yeah,
added
but
extra people to the scatter template.
see, yeah,
Kami's
that
just
was his
laughing
last.
his ass off.
But that was his last turn, and that sequence required a 2+ and a 3+. Whereas if the kicker himself picked it up, it would have been a 3+, and that's it. He still would have had the movement to score without going
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he chose to do that. I think it's just because the guy had a better chance to pick up the ball.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna see another foul.
Probably.
I have
Probably gonna see another
apparently
ejection.
skipped backwards.
Apparently it was unsuccessful because they didn't show us the results of the foul, so we'll have to.
Oh, he just got sent
Because
off.
Cabal TV sucks. I hope you hear that. Cyanide.
Look at the armor breaks.
19
Jesus.
armor breaks versus 4 for the Pine Crags, yet 4. Look at the injuries. Pine Crags had all those injuries inflicted on 4 armor breaks. They had an inflicted injury on 19. Nuts.
Oh,
Wow.
that was a really good game for the audience as well as both teams.
It was.
It
It
really
was a
came
very
down to
good
the
game.
wire.
Very, very, very awesome. We got 11 viewers. Great stuff. We'll take a look here to see. Let's look at this SPP gained. Oh, Heimdall gets the MVP and he already leveled up. And a bunch of injuries. And the touchdown. And then, of course, Milk Toast coming through with 7. I don't know. I can't speak English. But for all those viewers that we have, Darren, NWO, DK, all the people who are not who are in our league and not in our league, Harry Harvey, Mondius, Night Rain, Rex, 6 Volts, Scumpadian, Squirrel Dude. We've got another game coming up, probably in about 5-10 minutes. I just need to take a quick powder. It will go over to Kami Cozy's Twitch, but it will be simulcast on the NBP-Pro Twitch, which you'll see if you just click Blood Bowl 2. In about 5-10 minutes, you'll see it there. You can hop in there, like and follow it, and we'll get that game rolling. So thanks everybody for tuning in. For Dalt MC and Mr. Demented here, I am Stymie, and this is signing off on this broadcast.